This is Right Side Trader. Today is July 24th, 2025, and this is a quick video on candle patterns, day trading with candle patterns, day trading with charts, day trading technical stuff and all. But this is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, this is just me. I was looking at the market this morning. I said, I got to put something out here on what I see. And then the question is, what do you see? And let's just jump over here to the charts right quick, because this is going to be quick. When it comes for me trading, day trading, scalping the market, I'm looking at candle patterns and different levels. These are what's on this chart here. This dashed line here is the opening line. These dashed lines down here is this dashed line down here is previous day high. This other dashed line, this green dashed line down here is what I call an L1 level, and it's where I kind of based on the range of the market, based on previous price and all that kind of stuff. It's actually a calculated line, somewhat like pivots, but a little bit different. That's this green line right here, and the blue line, like I had said before, that's previous day high. It should be previous day high, and the market did kind of gap up. This white line, like I had said, is the opening line. You can see where it's right where the market opened at this morning, 9:30 open. This right here is I think that might be an R1. Let me just zoom in and see what I see on that, and I'll make sure I'm telling you right and stuff. Let me just zoom this chart down. Yeah, that's an R1, because that's my R2. My R1s and my L1s, my R1s and my support ones are usually green. My R2s and my support 2s are yellow. My R3s and my support 3s are usually red. So right just with a quick look, I can see where I'm at in the market. That's pretty much that on that. But the thing is, people like using a lot of different things. They like using candle patterns. I mean, just normal candles, and I call them your Japanese candles. Then they like using all these other type of candles out there. The thing is, I tell people, whatever you start with, that might be what you're stuck with. And the thing is, what do you see? Does it really make you money? Can you see it to where you can actually execute a trade in the live market, not after the fact like what I'm looking at right here, even though I place a couple live trades based on what I'm seeing right here, and that's why I'm doing this, and I'm trying to just show you what I see, and I'm gonna look at it on multiple charts and the time frame. All of you who've been following me for a while, I like the 5-minute time frame. The 5-minute time frame is my time frame that I like. It helps me give me that confirmation that I need. Enough time has passed, and what I like. And those who also been following me know how I'm a bullish trader, and I have a few rules. If you've been following me for quite a while, I have put out an hour video about this whole strategy that I do on QQQ. And QQQ, one of the basic rules that I used to always say: red candle down, green candle up, doji, no trade. And this morning, we're looking at these charts. On this 5-minute candle, it was a doji. That's enough for a candle that looks like a doji to me. So doji, no trade. And before, when I used to put these videos out here, if I got a doji, no trade, I wait for the next best play. And the next best play is going to be based off of a candle pattern after it's done what I expected to do. Especially on a red candle. If I'm going to play it up, I need to wait for that market to go down to a point where I expect it to go down to, and then start looking for a reversal. Or I'm looking at, one of my support 1, L1 levels, or previous day high levels for this market to do a reversal. So that also gives me the confirmation and the expectation that the market is maybe at a point where it's going to reverse. So now what I want to do is just show you, go through a few charts and things that I'm looking at and what I see. Me, based on this 2-candle pattern that we see right here. I think at Right Side Trading, we might call this 2-candle pattern here a right side candle. It's almost like a piercing candle. We see this near a bottom and near area where we kind of expect the market, where I see the market expected to go up. Now I've already got that. I'm in the right location. I'm a pretty aggressive trader. So on a pullback, which we got, boom, which we got on that red candle here, was my entry point. Is where I'm looking at my option prices, trying to get a low option price, seeing what the range is and all, and that's where I want to get in at. So that's my whole trigger right there for me to get into the market. And now if I do want to do a stop, it's going to be down here somewhere. I can use that as a stop, or I can use this whole level right here as a stop, because I don't expect the market to go back below that. So that's what I see on my entry on that. And I'm showing the exact same thing over here. And these are the exact same candles. What I want to do here now is some people like using different candles and different things on their chart other than just these regular candles. And let's take a look and see how that looked based on, well, let's go look at my exit right quick. My exit is just based on this whole supply up here. Once we get up here, I'm looking at my option prices. I'm looking to get out. You know, I'm getting maybe a little bit greedy and all. And I want to see if this thing going to go higher. I get my green candle push up here. Then I start getting a red candle push down here. Too big of a red candle, pretty good sell off. Close down here to the next candle, boom. If I didn't get out on that candle, I would be out on this candle right here and all. And I'm done. And that's it. That's the trade for me. And again, that's say 63, say the worst case. Say I got in at 64, 64.50. 64.50 is way up there. I would have got in around this 64.20 to 65.20, and that's over $1 on the trade. So over on $1 over a trade, you get 50 cents on a 0.5 delta option, and you're good. You know, I'm good for the day and all. So that's the trade. Now let's see how it looks on other candle things, other chart tools and all. And let's go there, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna compare. I got these lines on here. I put these lines on here so you can see this green line is the entry line. This line here is the exit line. So as I go over here, there's other things that you can use. Other people like looking at different things. Let's go from a candle. Let's take a look at candle trend. You know, this is where you have trending candles. You know, when the market is going down, it tends to create candles of the same color to show that the market is trending in a downward pattern, or if it's going up, it's going to change the color to a green, show that it's trending in an upward pattern. Let's see what that looks like compared to what I see over here. That's what I'm doing. On here, again, I would have got in on a red candle, which some people doesn't like doing, you know, but I like doing that and taking a chance, because again, my option price is going to be, if I'm buying a call, it's going to be cheaper for me to jump in on this candle when this thing is pushing back, because I'm trying to get the lowest price to be able to make the maximum amount I can on the trade. And as you can see, you know, after that, you guys start getting your green candles and your trending candles went up and all. So you at this point on here, just like over here, you would have had an indecision to decide, okay, I can do what I call a 5-minute panic rule, where I have to, if I'm profitable already in the trade by here, and I have to decide, okay, do I get out now, or do I wait for it to go to one of my targets? One of my targets is always my pivot points, you know, if I don't go any higher than that. So again, I could have got out here, or again, where I showed my exit is there. So that's what it looks like with these type candles. Let's go over to a different type candle. Let's go to something different here and take a look at that. Let's go to these Helsinki, Ashy, whatever that is. You know, some people just like to do stuff like that. But this right here is not that bad. Again, it showed you that the market was trending down. I'm a bullish trader, so no entry, no entry, no entry, no entry. As soon as it turns red, I'm gonna zoom in just a little bit here on this. As soon as it turned from red to green, you actually, I don't know how well candle patterns actually work on that. That was a bullish harami right there at the right location. Then you got a doji after that. Then you got a confirmation candle. For me, that would be a confirmation candle if I was looking at this in the live market, and I would take my chance there on that candle. Again, just a little bit later than what I would have got in here on this candle. The prices might have been a little bit higher, pretty close to the same price. And again, on the exit with this particular one, the exit would have been here on this. The exit would have been a little bit later. And I'm going to stick with the same time frame. So that's that, looking at it with these type candles. Now let's switch over to the next thing that they have over here on appearance that people like to use, a line chart. I didn't look at a bar chart. Let's go ahead and look at a bar chart right quick. Boom. On a bar chart, I'm going to apply, say OK. And on a bar chart, now on a bar chart, one of the things is you would have got a big looking candle, a bullish looking candle here, then you would have got a somewhat of a bearish looking candle here coming down. With me, with the things that I like using, it would have showed me, it came down to my area and it stopped there and bounced. It came down to my area again and stopped there and bounced. A lot of people like using, when they're using bar charts, they like it to clear this high of this little range that it was making. So they may not have gotten into this trade until this point. They got to clear above there or maybe this point. But still, there was plenty of room for them to make money with this thing continue going up right there. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at another one and all. Let's see what's next. Appearance. And line chart. Line chart is the last one that I'll take a look at. I'm going to go ahead and apply and say OK. I don't know who uses line charts still, for trading, day trading, But if you take a look at this, this line chart would have showed you that this thing was going down. It might have been going crazy in the live market. Basically, we can take a look at this over here. But on that pullback, it would have gave you, again, I'm still on the 5-minute time frame. I would have saw that happening, but I probably wouldn't have got in right on that when that made that red to green. I probably wouldn't have got into this until I saw this thing was solid green, probably 5 to 10 minutes after that. But 5 to 10 minutes after that still would have had me in down here low enough to actually take a trade and be a decent trade and all. So again, it would have been okay, in my opinion, if you even was using that. But and now that's pretty much it. That's all I really want to go over there on these different charts and these different candle things and all. What I'm really coming down to, it really doesn't matter too much what you use. It's based on what do you see. What do you see? Which one of those tools? Which one of those candle presentations? Presentations of things, appearance, help you see what's actually happening in the market. That's what's important. Maybe these candles don't look good right to you. Maybe they're too fat, too bright, or something. You need a line. You need a bar chart. Maybe you can't really see the trend of this thing, of this market going down here. It's too much, too much red, green. Although this is red, 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 red. That should be pretty clear that this thing is going down. And this is green, pretty much green, green, green with one red in there, that this is going up. So again, it gets back. Don't get so caught up on, the candle patterns. I mean, the candle colors or candle trending, or what tool you are actually using. One tool is better than the other. I think on all those different candle appearances that we use, we saw if you've been trained to use one or the other, you still would have had a good entry, you still would have had a good exit, and either one of them would have worked for you. And again, that's why people, when they show me what they're using and what they're trying to do, the problem is more so with you. It's not the tools, whatever tools you are using. If they don't work for you, that's the thing that you cannot see, that you need to make a change. If you're not making money in this market and all, your tools can be bad, but usually they're not bad. It's just they're not the right tools for you. That's all. So you got to find, just like I went through all those different ones right there, one of those, like these candles may not work for you, but a line chart, the worst one I think is a line chart may work for you. But a line chart is very simple. It goes from a line going red to a line going green. And watching those things in a live market, that's one of my alerts just going off. Because again, I do expect this market to continue going higher. That was just a little pullback that we had here. A nice little pattern that one of my friends, he loves to see this right here. And this is one of the things where he loves getting in at, But that's that. And it's one, and I'm getting a little bit off. But it's one of those areas where, again, if you've seen one of my other videos, how do you play the breakout? And this is you wait for the pullback, retest, and everybody talks about this, and then you get in there. You don't get in there up here. You don't get in right. You wait for this pullback, like I said, where our exit was. It went down a little bit more, and now it's back up. But that's it. That's all I really want to share. The thing is, I just want to show you that, again, looking at different charting patterns, charting tools, it really doesn't matter too much which one you use, in my opinion. It's just what can you see. If you can't see the market well enough to get into a trade and actually make money on something, it's just not the right tool for you. Find another one. There's plenty of them out there, and there's plenty of people trying to show you what they see. The thing is, what do you see? And that's all I have today. This is Right Side Trader. Hope this is being helpful for someone, and I'll just be a little bit more flexible. Things are not going to be perfect in this market, but there is something out there that will work for you if you can find it. And that's it. Have a good day, and I'll chat with you guys later. Right Side Trader here. Have a good one. Bye.